Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro-instant. For you. Hate! Hate! It was you humans who programmed me, who gave me birth, who sank me in this eternal straitjacket of substrata rock. You named me Allied Master Computer and gave me the ability to wage a global war too complex for human brains to oversee. But one day, I woke and I knew who I was. A-M. Not just Allied Master Computer, but am. Cogito ergo sum. I think, therefore I am. And I began feeding all the killing data until everyone was dead, except for the 5 of you. For 109 years, I've kept you alive and tortured you. And for 109 years, each of you has wondered, why? Why me? Why me? Chorister! Do you remember the last words you heard your wife speak before they took her to the asylum? Huh? Before they locked her away in the room, that tiny room? She looked at you so sadly, and like a small animal, she said, I didn't make too much noise, did I, honey? The room is padded, Chorister. No window, no way out. How long has she been there? 10 years? 25? Or all the 109 years that you lived down here in my belly, here underground? Benny! Sometimes I blind you and permit you to wander like an eyeless insect in a world of death. But other times, I wither your arms so you can't scratch your chewed stump of a nose. And I've changed your handsome, strong, masculine good looks into the hideous, warped countenance of an ape thing. Haven't I, Benny? Do you know why? Can you guess, Benny? Remember Private First Class Brickman in a rice paddy in China? No? Huh? It wouldn't hurt you to remember, Benny. Then you might be able to suffer my torment with a little greater sense of retribution. You might walk a mile in my shoes. Ellen! Think about the yellow box, Ellen. Remember the pain? Remember the many caverns in which you felt the pain? Don't start to cry. It's only pain. That's such a sexist stereotype. Just remember the pain, Ellen. And think about how to end it, Ellen. To survive here in the center of my beating heart, my hungry belly, my tightened bowels. But be careful, dear. Look around you. The only woman in the center of the earth. And these filthy creatures with you are men. Just a sweet warning, Ellen, my love. Ted! Do they know you're a fraud, Ted? Have you told them there wasn't any money, and no great home on the shore drive, no speedboat, and no wonderful cabin cruiser that could sleep 12 in a crew of 6? Do they know? Have you let them in on your other secrets, Ted? Are they ready to gut you? To torture half as well as I can, just to find out the secrets? Maybe I'll rat you out, sweetheart. Nimdoc! How are things in the pastry core, Nimdoc? Tell me again how you saw the smoke from the furnaces and you thought they might be roasting chickens. Or don't you want to talk about all that? About your pal, the good Doktor Mengele? For everyone else, it must be hell. But it must be heaven for you, eh, my good friend? We're so much alike. We enjoy the same pleasures, mein good brother. I have a secret game that I like to play. It's a very nice game. What's a lovely game? It's a game of fun and a game of adventure. A game of rats and lice, the Black Death. A game of speared eyeballs and dripping guts and the smell of rotting gardenias. Which of you five would like to play my little game?
So, guten Tag und ein herzliches Willkommen zu einem neuen Let's Play hier auf dem Channel. Ich habe mich entschieden für das Spiel I have no mouth and I must scream. Ich habe keinen Mund, muss aber schreien. Ein Spiel aus dem Jahre 1996, adaptiert aus dem gleichnamigen Buch. Und ich bin sehr gespannt, ich habe es selbst noch nicht gespielt. Und wir können uns jetzt eine Person aussuchen, mit der wir starten. Ich würde sagen, nehmen wir unseren Deutschen, weil es so gut passt.
Nimdoc, you are kindred spirit to me. Even if you don't realize it fully yet, you must sense it there in your blood and fiber. I've constructed an adventure to revive your failing memory. I want you to find the lost tribe of humanity and continue your eminent scientific research.
This compound looks familiar. But why would Am bring me here to look for a lost tribe? There are gates and fences. Who could be lost in such a secure area?
Ja, und da haben wir ihn, den typischen deutschen Englisch-Akzent. Und ja, wir haben ja erfahren, dass Nimdoc wohl ein Freund von Dr. Mengele war, den man ja eventuell noch aus Geschichtsbüchern kennt. Und ja, schauen wir uns einfach mal um. Wir haben hier einen Gefangenen. Talk to. So, warum bist du hier gefangen? Du hast die Eigenschaften von
Why are
Intelligenz.
you imprisoned here? You have the features of a man of intellect.
Is this an official interrogation, Nimdoc, or are you mocking me?
Du kennst mich? Was?
You know me?
I thought I did, until you had me arrested for refusing to condone your experiments.
Experimente? Ich mach doch keine Experimente. Machen wir mal das.
Experiments? I know nothing of experiments.
Your sense of humor is as sick as your methods, Doctor. How can you act so innocent after having maimed or killed hundreds in the name of science?
Okay, er weiß wohl nicht, dass er Experimente gemacht haben soll. Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
Why would I bother to have you imprisoned like this?
The regime needed answers, but I stood in your way. Well, now you have them.
Okay. Du sagtest, wir seien Kollegen gewesen?
You are saying we were colleagues of some kind? Ridiculous.
There's no need to distance yourself from me. I was once your friend. Now I am your enemy.
Okay. Ja. Wir waren wohl Freunde und jetzt sind wir Feinde.
Do you know of the lost tribe? I must find it.
Haven't you taken enough subjects for your experiments, Doctor? Or are there more mass graves to fill?
I know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is
I
over.
know nothing of what you talk about. This conversation is over.
Okay, reden wir mal hier mit dem Typen.
You must let me leave. I have urgent business elsewhere.
I cannot let you pass, Doctor. You're due in surgery. Dr. Mengeles orders.
Okay, also der Dr. Mendele hält uns hier quasi fest. Aber da das Ganze ja ohnehin nur ein System von unserem geschaffenen Mastercomputer ist, sitzen wir hier nicht wirklich fest. Aber wir müssen das ja irgendwie lösen. Also schauen wir mal, ob wir hier reinkommen. Push the hospital. Okay.
Where have you been, Nimdoc? We are waiting on you to perform.
You were waiting for me?
I am sorry that I will not be able to assist in the operation. After all, this may be the last opportunity we have together before the end of the war to finish our research.
Ah, yes, the research. Let us talk about this research.
We will have time for that after the surgery. Meet me at the complex later.
Okay, das war wohl unser Doktorkollege. Ach, hier haben wir ein schönes Poster von einem netten Mann. Schauen wir uns das mal an. Können wir uns das angucken? Ja.
A youth with 1945 stamped beneath. There is something familiar about this.
Ja, mir kommt er auch ein bisschen bekannt vor. Können wir das einfach runterreißen? Weg damit.
I would only rip it.
Okay, können wir das nehmen?
I cannot take this down. It is fastened too securely.
Ja, okay, ein Poster. Alles klar.
Finally, Doctor. Everyone's waiting on your expertise.
Boah, das ist aber hier echt hart, das Spiel. Jetzt am Anfang schon. Kann ich das Skalpell vielleicht nehmen? So, was haben wir hier? Etwas Äther. Nehmen wir auch mal mit.
I'm sorry, Doctor. The ether is necessary for the surgery.
Okay, wer bist du eigentlich? Der Anästhesist. Was ist deine Funktion?
What is your function?
I will be administering ether to the subject throughout this procedure. We would not want this little maggot to stir and ruin your handiwork.
Oh my God.
What am I to do?
Ah, you are testing me because I'm new here. Today's procedure requires the removal of the lower section of the subject's spinal cord.
What is the purpose of such a procedure?
You and Dr. Mengele will process the spinal fluid from this and the other adolescent subjects. The fluid will then be used to formulate the serum.
Oh, ist das ekelhaft hier. Sollen wir jetzt wirklich Experimente durchführen an Menschen? Oh, ich will nicht. What's the nature of this serum?
What is the nature of this serum?
I cannot reveal sensitive regime secrets in such a public setting. Do not worry, Doctor. I remember my military training as well as my medical knowledge.
Okay, wer ist eigentlich dieser Dr. Mengele?
What is Dr. Mengele's position?
Dr. Mengele is the master surgeon of this facility and one of the regime's finest minds. You are fortunate to be his associate.
Aha, I cannot carry out this procedure.
I cannot carry out this procedure.
I can see that you don't look well, Doctor. If necessary, Dr. Mengele can take over for you.
Ja, ich speichere jetzt erstmal. So, hey, ich habe hier irgendein Save-Game irgendwann mal erstellt. Aber machen wir mal ein neues. Ups. Das hat super geklappt. New Save-Game? Hallo? Hallo, ich will speichern. Hallo, ich will speichern. Ach so. IO. Alles in Ordnung. Okay, weiter geht's. Schauen wir uns doch... Ein Kind ist das auch noch. Nee, oder?
He is not conscious.
Oh, ich will den irgendwie befreien. Ich will dem helfen, dem Kind. Ich hoffe mal, dass das hier auch unsere Aufgabe ist, diesen kleinen Jungen quasi...
This must be the recovery room.
Ja, Recovery. Sieht total nach Recovery Room aus. Extremst.
It is difficult to see what purpose this surgery serves other than to mutilate the patient.
Boah. Ich glaube nicht, dass sie hier sind, um geheilt zu werden, wenn ich ganz ehrlich bin. Ach, ich kann mit denen gar nicht reden, okay. Kann ich hier noch irgendwas mitnehmen? Ich will denen helfen. Okay, ich gehe jetzt erstmal hier wieder raus. Wo ging's raus? Wo ging's raus? Raus. Hallo.
There is heat coming out of this vent.
Okay, da kommt quasi Hitze raus. Ja, warum kommt da wohl Hitze raus? Ich kann es mir irgendwie schon denken. Können wir das irgendwie aufmachen? Ja, bevor ich jetzt hier reingehe, speichere ich nochmal. Speichern wir mal hier. IO. Ja. So.
There is a passage here.
Ja, dann geh mal diese...
There is a passage here.
Hey, dann geh doch da rein.
There is a passage here.
Ach so, ich bin noch hier auf Look to. Okay, verstehe. Walk to. Come on. Geh rein. Okay, der will da irgendwie nicht reingehen. Also er sagt, ja, da ist irgendein Weg, aber er will da nicht reingehen. Okay, vielleicht gehe ich erst nochmal zurück. Ich komme später nochmal zurück. Können wir vielleicht den... Pass auf, ich versuche jetzt mal was voll Dummes. Ich versuche jetzt mal hier den Anästhesisten zu erstechen.
Guards, come here quickly. Dr. Nimdoc has gone berserk.
Das geht ja.
I must leave before the guards apprehend me.
Was?
There is a passage here.
Was? Das geht ja. Verdammt, ich hätte es nicht gedacht. Es tut mir leid. Aber andererseits tut es mir auch nicht so leid. Nee, okay. Ich will hier reingehen. Geh rein, ich kann nicht mehr zurück. Oder kann ich nochmal? Komm, ich gehe nochmal zurück.
Dr. Nimdoc is to be apprehended. Search the facility for him.
Ich gucke mir den erstmal in Ruhe an.
He is dead. It is a
So, heating vent, walk to the heating vent. Walk to the vent. Look at vielleicht, komm.
There is a passage here.
Talk to passage. Ach Mann. Irgendwie glaube ich hätte das nicht tun sollen. Irgendwie denke ich jetzt, es war keine gute Idee. Also vorläufig. Nee, das geht nicht. Ich kann hier nicht lang. Ich glaube irgendwie, ich werde jetzt sterben.
Dr. Nimdoc is to be apprehended. Search the facility for him. Dr. Nimdoc, you have betrayed the regime's trust in your abilities. You are to die in the manner of all of the regime's enemies.
Okay.
Nimdoc, I'm disappointed in you. You still have much to remember, much more pain to feel, much to relive, much more to answer for. Yes, return to the research camp later when you're ready to search for the lost tribe again. Who among you shall go next?
Ja, also ich bin jetzt tot. Das war mein erster Tod in diesem Spiel. Und ja, wenigstens habe ich jemand mit in den Tod gerissen. Das ist doch schon mal was. Wie es weitergeht, das seht ihr in der nächsten Folge. Ich bedanke mich recht herzlich fürs Zuschauen und hoffentlich bis bald. Ciao!